Cholas. Okay, in this video we are going to learn about the Pandyas. Okay, first we saw about later Pandyas. Okay, the Pandyas were one of the three ancient Tamil dynasties. Okay, they ruled the southern India in the 4th century BC. Okay, so they ruled over southern India in 4th century BC. Okay, yes, Korkai associated with pearl fisheries. Pearl fishery is the main occupation of the people of Pandya kingdom. Okay, yes, Korkai associated with pearl fisheries is believed that have been the earlier capital and port. Okay, so Korkai is the earlier capital of Pandyas. Okay, yes, it was the main port. Okay, yes, later they moved to Madurai. Okay, so later Pandyas first capital of Pandya kingdom, that was Korkai. It was the port capital. Okay, then later they moved Madurai. Okay, as many early Tamil inscription about Pandyas been unearthed in the surrounding place of Madurai. Okay, yes, under the Pandya kings of the Sangam age, Madurai was a great center of culture. Okay, so Madurai was a great center of culture under the Pandya kings of Sangam age. Okay, poets and writers of Tamil language gathered there and contributed to the development of Tamil classics. Okay, the Pandyas had re-established their strong position in South Tamil Nadu by the end of the 6th century AD. Okay, they re-established a strong kingdom. Okay, when 6th century BC. Okay, yes, after eliminating the rule of Kalabaras, they eliminate the rule of Kalabaras in South India 6th century BC. Okay, but they could not resist the rising power of later Cholas. So during the period, the Chola kingdom also raised their power. Okay, yes. So the later Cholas who ruled South India in 9th to 13th century as the same period. Okay, thereafter taking advantage of decline of Chola power, the later Pandyas re-established their authority. Okay, they rule continued until 6th century BC. Okay, so after Chola kingdom, Pandya kingdom re-established their power of authority, and they continued ruled over until 6th century BC, 16th century BC. Okay, do you clear? Next we see about revival of Pandya kingdom. Revival of Pandya kingdom. Okay, Kadungon recovered Pandya territory from the Kalabaras towards the close of 6th century BC. Okay, Kadungon. Okay, he recovered Pandya kingdom from the Kalabaras. Okay, the close of 6th century. Okay, he was succeeded by two others, Arikesari Maravarman. Okay, Arikesari Maravarman. He was first strong Pandya ruler. Okay, so Kadungon, he recovered Pandya territory from Kalabaras. Okay, yes, Arikesari Maravarman was the first strong Pandya ruler. Okay, he ascended the throne 642 AD. Okay, he was contemporary of Mahendravarma first and Narasimhavarma first. They were Pallava kings. Okay, contemporary means nothing but belonging to the same time of somebody. Okay, so Arikesari Maravarman, contemporary of Mahendravarma first and Narasimhavarma first. They were the Pallava kings. Okay, they were in same period. Okay, yes, the inscription and copper plates praise his victory of his counterpist. Okay, Cheras, Cholas, Pallavas. Okay, Arikesari Maravarman is identified with the Koon Pandyan. Okay, so Arihesari Moravarman is identified with Kon Pandian. He was persecutor of Jains. Okay, Thiruñana Sambandar. Okay, Thiruñana Sambandar, he converted Arihesari Moravarman Jainism to Saivism. Okay, yes. After Arihesari first, okay, yes. After Arihesari Moravarman, the greatest of dynasty was ruled by Parandaha Nedunjalayan, Varaguna first. Okay, he ruled over 756 to 850. Okay, 756 to 850. Okay, they ruled over 756 to 850 AD. Okay, he was the donor. He was the donor of Vellikudi place. So Nedunjalayan, he established their kingdom over Tanjavur, Tiruchirappalli, Salem and Coimbatore. Okay, yes. Nedunjalayan's successors, Parandaha Nedunjalayan, he expanded Pandya territory over Tanjavur, Tiruchirappalli, Salem and Coimbatore districts. Okay, yes. Nedunjalayan's successors, Srimara, Srivallabha. Nedunjalayan's successors, Srimara, Srivallabha and Varahanattu. Okay, Srimara, Srivallabha and Varahanattu, they were successively defeated the Pallavas. Okay, so Srimara, Srivallabha and Varahanattu, they were successively defeated the Pallava kings. Okay, later they could not face the rising Chola dynasty. They could not face facing the rising of Chola dynasty. Okay, under Parandaha first. Parandaha first defeated Pandya king Rajashimon II. Okay, so Parandaha first he defeated Rajashimon II in 920 AD. Dues end of Pandya kingdom, it revived by Kadumbu. Okay, yes. So Parandaha first defeated Pandya king Rajashimon II in 920 AD. Dues the Pandya kingdom come to an end, which was established by Kadumbu. Okay, yes. Next we see about later rise of later Pandyas. Rise of later Pandyas. Rise of later Pandyas. Okay, the Chola viceroyalty. Viceroyalty means the office. Okay, the authority of viceroy. Okay, viceroyalty became weak in Pandya country. Okay, after the death of Adi Rajendra, the last king of Vijayalaya Chola. Okay, Vijayalaya line. Adi Rajendra, he was the last king of Vijayalaya line. Okay, yes. The Pandya kingdom could emerge as the only leading Tamil dynasty in the 13th century. Madurai is continued to be their capital. Madurai is their capital. Okay, Madurai is the capital of Pandya kingdom. Okay, now Koyal was their great port. Okay, so in later Pandya period, Korkai was the main port and capital. Okay, yes. And later Madurai is continued to capital of Pandya kingdom. Now Koyal is the main port. Okay, yes. Marco Polo, a famous traveler from Venice. Okay, he visited Koyal twice. Okay, he visited Koyal, the port Koyal twice. Okay, in 1288 and 1293. Okay, he tells that this port town was full of ships from Arabia and China and was bustling with business activities. Okay, bustling means nothing but it is very busy. Okay, busy in business activities. Koyal is the main port of Pandya kingdoms. Okay, in the later Pandya's period, Koyal was the main port. Yes, and Marco Polo, he was a traveler from Venice. He visited twice the port city of coil. Okay, and he tells us that this port town, it was full of ships of Arabia and China, and it was bursting with business activities. Okay, yes. Satyavarma, we saw about Sadayavarma Sundarapandyan. Okay, Sadayavarma Sundarapandyan, he was illustrates ruler. Illustrate means example ruler of second Pandya kingdom. Okay, Sadayavarman. Okay, Sadayavarma Sundarapandyan. He ruled over 1251 to 1268 AD. Okay, he brought the entire Tamil Nadu under his rule. Okay, he established the rule entire Tamil Nadu under their rule. Okay, which extended up Nellore in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, he heard the Hoysalas. Okay, he checked the invention of Hoysalas. Okay, Sadayavarma Sundarapandyan, he established the rule over Tamil Nadu, entire Tamil Nadu under their rule. Okay, yes, not only Tamil Nadu, he extended the territory up to Nellore in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, he checked the invention of Hoysala rulers. Okay, yes, the Chera rulers accepted the feudatory position, paid tribute to Sundarapandyan. Okay, the decline of the Chola state, the Bhoja king, okay, the Malwa region, Veera Someshwara challenged the Sundarapandiyans. Okay, the Malwa rulers were challengers of Sundarapandiyas. Okay, in the war at Kannanur, Sundarapandyan defeated Someshwara. Sundarapandyan succeeded in establishing his authority over the chieftains of Kadalur, Kanchipuram in the northern Tamil Nadu, okay, Arcot and Salem in western regions. Maravarma Kulasegaran ruled successfully over a period of 40 years, okay, giving up a country, a peace and prosperity. Okay, so Maravarma Kulasegara Pandyan ruled over 40 years. In this period, Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu have very prosperity and peace. Okay, he had two sons. Okay, he had two sons, Veerapandyan and Sundarapandyan. Okay, so Maravarma Kulasegaran had two sons, Veerapandyan and Sundarapandyan. Okay, giving up the king appointed of Veerapandya as a co-regent. Okay, co-regent, and other son Sundarapandya, who killed his father Maravarma Kulasegaran. Okay, so Sundarapandya killed his father. Okay, he killed his father Maravarma Kulasegaran. Okay, in the civil war that ensued, so the two sons Sundarapandya and Veerapandya, they had fight against themselves. Okay, so in this fight Veerapandya won, and he became the king of the Pandya kingdom. Okay, he established their rule. Okay, his kingdom. He defeated Sundarapandya and he fell to Delhi. Okay, and he took refuge under the protection of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, so Sundarapandya, he was defeated by Veerapandya. So Veerapandya established their kingdom over the Pandya region. Okay, yes. So Sundarapandya, he fell to Delhi, and he became the refuge of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, this provided the opening for the invention of Malik Kafur. Okay, it provided the invention of Malik Kafur. Okay, after Malik Kafur's invention, the Pandya kingdom came to be divided among the number of kings. Okay, it was the Pandya kingdom was divided number of kings from main ruling Pandya's family. Okay, in Madurai, the Muslim state, it was subordinate to Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so Delhi Sultanate was established in Madurai. After the invention of Malik Kafur, the Pandya kingdom had been divided into number of territories. Okay, yes, in Madurai, first Sultanate dynasty established over Madurai. Okay, yes. Next we see about polity and society of Pandya kingdom. Okay, the Pandya kings preferred Madurai as their main capital. Okay, so Madurai as their main capital of Pandya kingdoms. Madurai, it has been popularly known as Kudal. Madurai is popularly known as Kudal. The king or traditionally reversed the Kudal Kon. Kings are called as Kudal Kon. Okay, Kudal Nagar Kavalan. They were called as Kudal Nagar Kavalan. Okay, the Pandya derived military advantage over their neighbors by means of their horses. Okay, they import their horses from the Arabs, with whom they had commercial and cultural contact. Okay, yes, their Pandya derived military advantages over their neighbors by means of their horses. Okay, the horses were imported from Arabs. Okay, the king. Next we see about royal officials. Okay, royal officials. Okay, a band of officials executed the royal orders. Okay, the prime minister, who was called as Uttara Mandri. Okay, the prime minister was called as Uttara Mandri. The historical personalities like Manikya Vasahar, Kulachirayar and Marangari, okay, they were worked as ministers under the Pandya kingdoms. Okay, Manikya Vasahar, he was worked under Pandya kingdom. Okay, the royal secretariat, it was known as Eluthu Mandapam. Okay, royal secretariat. Okay, the most respected officials, the titles of military commanders was Palli Velan, okay, and Parandha Palli Velan, okay, Maran Adityan and Tennavan Tamilvel. They were the commanders of under Pandya kingdom. Okay, next administrative divisions. Okay, Pandya Nadu, as in Chola state, it was consisted of many provinces. It was known as Balanadu. Okay, the provinces, the states, was divided into many states. States are called as provinces. Okay, and the provinces are called as Balanadus. Okay, the Nadu, Balanadus. Okay, it was divided into many Nadus and Kurrams. Okay, yes, the administrative authorities of Nadu. Okay, the administrative authority of administrative authority is called as Natar. Okay, and Nadu and Kurram, it contained many settlements. Okay, vice Mangalam, Naharam, who last as Kudi. Okay, yes, there were different social groups inhabiting. Okay, next, village administration. Inscription of Mannu, now in Tiruchirappalli. Okay, it provides an account of village administration. It looks similar, it looks like Chola administration. The local administrative system, it is look like Chola administrative system. Both the civil and military powers seems to have been vested in the same person. Okay, so civil and military powers seem to have been vested in the same person. Okay, so local village administrative system, it is look like Chola administrative system. Okay, next we see about the irrigation facilities. Okay, the Pandya rulers created a number of irrigation sources. Okay, on the either side of the rivers Vaigai and the Thomirabharani. Okay, channels leading to the irrigation tanks were built. Okay, yes, channels leading to the irrigation tanks, they were built. Okay, in southern Tamil Nadu, like the Cholas, Pandyas introduced new irrigation technology. Irrigation works were done by local administration. Okay, irrigation works were done by local administrative systems or local administrative bodies, local chieftains, local officials. Okay, the repairs were mostly undertaken by local bodies. Sometimes traders also took out for the irrigation systems and tanks. Okay, yes, next we see about the religions. Okay, Pandyans extended patronage of Vedic practices. See about the religions of Pandyas. Okay, Pandyas extended the patronage of Vedic practices. Velvikudi copper plates as well as inscriptional sources mention the rituals like Ashwamedha Yaga, Hiranyagarbha Yaga and Vajpaya Yaga. They were conducted by every great Pandya kings. Okay, the great Pandya kings conducted Ashwamedha Yaga, Hiranyagarbha Yaga. Okay, yes, the importunity of the ruler towards both Saivism and Vaishnavism is also made known in invocatory portions of the inscriptions. Okay, the great Saiva and Vaishnava saints like Nayanmars and Alvars combined contributed the growth of Tamil literature and spiritual enlightenment. Pandya kings period. The Pandya kings period supported and promoted Tamil and Sanskrit. Okay, temples. Next we see about the temples that were constructed by Pandyas. Okay, the medieval Pandyas and later Pandyas did not build any new temples. Okay, they did not build any new temples, but he maintained and existing the temples, enlarging them with addition of gopurams and mandapams. Okay, the monolithic meha-sized ornamented pillars are unique feature of medieval Pandya style. Okay, the sculptures of Shiva, Vishnu, Kottravai and Ganesha and Subramanian are also best examples in this temple. Yes, the sculptures of Shiva, Vishnu, Kottravai, Ganesha and Subramanian are the best examples in these temples. Pandya specially patronized the historic Meenakshi Amman temple at Madurai and kept expanding by adding the gopurams and mandapams. Okay, trade. Arab settlements of the west coast of the southern India from 7th century, okay, had led to the expansion of the trade and connection to the east coast because of the government of the east coast purchased more liberal and enlightened policy towards the overseas traders. Okay, yes. In Koyal, it was the main port of Pandya kingdom. In Koyal, there was an agency established by Arab chieftains by name Malikul Islam Zamaluddin. Okay, this agency facilitated the availability of horses to Pandya kingdom. Okay, in 13th and 14th centuries, horse trade became brisk. Okay, 13th century and 14th century, horse trade became brisk. Marco Polo and Vasov state that the kings invested the horses as there was a need of horse for ceremonial purpose as well as the fighting wars. Okay, there was active, they were active, the Pandya king were active in maritime trade also. Okay, the busiest port town under the Pandya king was Koyal Pattinam. Okay, now it was called as Thoothukudi district on the east coast. Okay, gold coins were in circulation as the trade was carried through the medium of gold. Okay, the trade was carried through the medium of gold. It was vigorously called as Kasu. Let us come to an end of this lesson. Cheras and Pandyas as well as known as Tamil monarchies. Okay, yes. Vijayalaya revived the Chola dynasty. Important rulers of Chola kingdom was Rajaraja first and Rajendra first. Okay, Uttarameru inscription provided the details about village administration about Cholas. Okay, yes. Kadumon recovered Pandya territory from Kalaparas. Okay, Arihesari Maravarman and Parandahan Nedunjadayan were the two important successors. Okay, the illustration ruler of later Pandya kingdom was Sadayavarma Sundara Pandyan and Maravarma Kulasegaran. Okay, maritime trade during the Pandya is highlighted by Marco Polo and Vasho. Okay, yes. This lesson is over now. Do you clear the concept? Yes. Today's your assignment is write down. Write a short note on Sadayavarma Sundaravani. Write a short note on Sadayavarma Sundaravani. Okay. And second one is describe Malik Kafur invention. Okay. So students, read the lesson thoroughly. Okay, and practice their new words. Okay, D words, you take the dictation words and write it. Okay, this is also your homework. Okay, yes, read the lesson thoroughly and practice your new words and do these 2 question answer is today's your homework. We will meet the next video. Thank you.